All right, looks like a couple more people are getting in, but we'll go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alex Garcia. I'm a software support specialist over here at Distributor Central. Today, we're going to be going over product collections. So, if you've been with us for a while, these used to be known as catalogs, and now they're converted into more advanced, product features called product collections. So, first, we'll kind of start off. Feel free to ask questions along the way in the chat, and we'll save some time at the end. We'll also answer them as we go through in the chat. But we'll save some time at the end, about 5 to 10 minutes, to get those questions answered. So stick around for that. So first, to kind of start off, what are product collections? Like I said, if you've been with us for a while, they used to be known as catalogs. Now they're product collections. They're more advanced products features that you can use. So we created the product collections to basically give you maximum control over the products that you want to display on your website. These collections also provide faster load times, dynamic search groups, and website products to help you improve your SEO. So what are they exactly? Basically, a product collection is a group of products that contain product lists and or filters to target a specific group of products unique to your website. So basically, once you create these product collections, and you'll see this as we go into examples, you can use filters like keywords, category, price to make your product collection very dynamic. Similar to what you can do in the actual product search. So when you add the filters in the product search, you're narrowing down the type of products that you want to display. Same thing goes with the product collections that you can now apply to your website. Along with that, product list now can be converted into product collections too. So product list would be more if you pick and choosing what type of products you want. So if I wanted a cup, if I wanted a shirt, and maybe I wanted a backpack. So if I just wanted like those three products, they're not related in any way, but I wanted to create my own custom collection list, picking and choosing products. I can create a product list, which we'll show you here in a second, and then I can convert that into a collection and then send it over to my website. So basically just using a combination of both dynamic filters and product list, you can create a specific group of products you want to show on your website, as I mentioned. So what we'll do is we'll start off with the product list and show you how to create a product list and convert it over to a collection. Then we'll go into the actual hosting manager. We'll go into the product collections so you can see how they look. We'll show you how to apply those, create them, add filters, and then apply them to your website. And then we'll kind of go from there. So once you get logged into your Distributor Central account, you'll come to your homepage here. So to get to the product list, in order to create a product list, you'll just come over here to the main menu, click on products, and then go to product search. This is going to pull up the product search. And as I mentioned before, kind of in the intro, the product collections are basically the same thing as adding these. So you see these filtering over here, category, virtual designer, um, brand name, color family, all those things you'll see when we create product collections too. So it's very similar to the product search, but it's a matter of creating it and then putting it over to your website. So let's say that I want to create a new list of, let's say, just tumblers. So when I come over here to the product search, I'll just do tumblers as a keyword, and then I'll just add a couple in here. So as I click this add to list, you can see the little animation drops it into the product list. So clicking them here, and we'll just add these first 5. So once I have that, then I'm going to click the list down here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to name it. So I'm going to save as, and we'll call it tumblers. So now I have my product list saved. I can use it whenever I want. Um, and if I need to email products, send a quote, all that, and I can do that. And you can see these options over here. But what I want to do is turn it into a collection. So I'm going to click add to website. And you can name the collection whatever you want to name it. I'm just going to go with the same name, tumblers. And then you get to pick the website that you want it to go to. So I'm going to go DC Promotions, click add to website. And now that has been converted over to a collection and added to my website. So now, if I come back over here to the menu, we're going to go into the actual product collections itself. So if I go to websites, hosting manager, you'll see here, this is a list of my current websites. So the collections are website specific. So as you saw when I was creating that product list and send it over to a website, I got to choose which one I wanted to pick or send it over to. So I'm going to go with the DC promotions, click manage. And then down here in the bottom right, you'll see where it says product collections. So I'm going to click on manage, and there should be 3 there. So you can see top sellers, all products, and then the one I just added, which was the tumblers one for the product list. So basically, with all the predetermined, pre-built templates, we've already created collections for you, content, images and stuff. So when you come in here, most likely you'll definitely see top sellers collection, which is already created, and then all products, which is all products from all suppliers. From there, you can start creating your own collections. So you can see down here, it says add a product collection or add a collection, either one. So if I click add collection, let's say that I wanted to, so if we take a look at my website, let's say I just picked a template, I designed my website, I changed some colors around, I have it the way I want it. Now I want to start linking some of this stuff that I added. So I added a couple new banner images in here, the PPE, and then maybe I want to change these too right here. So right now those are pulling in top sellers and all products because that's the only collections I had on my website at the time. But let's say I want to change that to PPE and I want to change this to like USA made. So we can create those collections. So if I go back to my dashboard, which your tab will still be open, you don't have to, if you're looking at a website or if you're in the editor, it'll just open in another window. You don't have to close out of it. But when you click add collection, basically what it does is it creates the collection. It says new collection. And here you'll see it's all products from all suppliers. So you can see the 307,264. So I'm going to name it. We'll do, in this case, we'll do PPE. And now we're going to add a filter because right now, if I just name it PPE, it's still all products from all suppliers. So I need to start filtering it down. So I'm going to click add filter. And as you see here, like I said before with the product search, all of these filters, these headings, common, apparel, paper, ordering, general, you'll see those in the product search. So this is similar to the product search and we're just narrowing down the type of products that we want to show up. So we're going to come in here and we're going to go under additional attributes. We have a what's called DC curated theme. So these are going to be themes that we create inside DC for you guys for PPE. So if you click on that and click on this, click on the plus to add it over, click save, you'll notice now it goes down to 714 products. So it went from 300,000 to down to 714 because I started adding filters. So let's say I want to create another one for USA made products. I'll just click add collection again, rename it, and you can name it whatever you want. And I'm going to click add filter. And then under general, you'll notice there's country of manufacturer. So I'm going to click plus to add the United States over there, click save. And now that one's down from 300,000 to 47,000. So you can see it's just a matter of going through and creating all different types of collections that you want to use on your website. So you can see I have created these 3. I pulled that one in from a product list, and then I created these 3 in here. So this one consists of products that I pick and choose, and this one's more of I added filters to start narrowing it down based on the type of items that I want. Once you have a good amount, or if if you can do it one at a time, you can do all of them at once. But what you can do after you have this done is you can come up here to where it says overview and you can preview it. So it's going to have all your collections listed that you currently have, and you can take a look at them to see how they look. Close out of that. And then when you're ready, you'll come up here and click publish. So when you click publish, you'll see all the changes that have been made, and just click publish changes. What this does is it automatically updates to your website, publishes it, and it's added to my website now. So in regards to my website, these collections are now available for my customers to search through on my website. Now, if I want to link them on my website, there's an additional step you have to do, which we'll go over that here next, but it's working in the background right now. They're added to my website, and then now we're going to show you how to link them. Another thing you can do too is, let's say that I wanted to make all these just USA made in general. I can come up here to global filter, and I can add a global filter, and it'll apply to all of them. So if I did the country manufacturer again, United States, click save, it'll apply to every single one. That way I don't have to do it one by one. But if you want them separate, then you can do it. You can create the collection and then move on to the next collection. But if you had one filter that you wanted to apply across all of them, you can do that by clicking that global filter. And then once the global filter, it'll add it to any new collections that you create and start adding. Another thing that's pretty cool is you can import. So as I mentioned earlier, with the product collections, they're website specific. But let's say I had other collections, and we can take a look here. If I have other collections on another website, if I had like this custom apparel one in the DC store is in my DC store website, I could move that over where I don't have to actually create that collection again each time I create a website. If I had similar collections that I wanted to use on my websites, I don't have to create that collection from scratch. I can import it from another collection set on another website. And if you want to remove the global filter, just come up here and click the trash can and it'll remove it. Just as if you want to edit anything, you can click the edit button. You can edit the name of it at any time. Just make sure anytime you make any changes that you publish it, and then that'll go live. If you wanted, let's say you accidentally clicked on one here and you wanted to delete it, just click on the delete button and you'll see the little progression bar here, and it'll go ahead and delete that collection for you. And then once it's deleted, you can come up here and click publish. And if there's no changes made, so I hadn't published that when I added, if I would have added that new collection, published it, and then deleted it, it would have showed up here. This lets you know that there has been no changes made to any of the collections currently at this time. And then another thing is you can see the list over here of the collection. So you can see them here listed, and you can also see a list here. So you get an idea of what you have. So now, what I mentioned earlier, now let's say we want to add it to the website, want to add it to maybe a product ribbon, want to link it somewhere on our website. We need to go to the website editor. And so from the product collections, all you have to do is come over here to the little menu and just go back one step. So just click on your website name here. That'll pull it up, and then we're just going to click edit, and that's going to take us into the website editor. So from here, as I mentioned, with the product collections, it's working in the background, but it's not linked anywhere. So I don't have it linked anywhere here. But if somebody searched for Tumblr, one of the Tumblrs that I added, it would show up in the search because this search is going to pull from all collections. But if I want to specifically notate it somewhere on my website, that's what this next step is going to do. So once you get logged in, or once you get to the website editor, we're going to come over here to the library tab, and we're going to go to links. So as I mentioned before, it's working in the background, but now we want to create a link for it. So if you look up here, you'll see add new link, and then you'll also see add collection link or add all collections as links. So you can do it one by one. If I click this, you can see all the collections here, and I can do it one by one, or I can just do all at one time. And if it already exists, you'll see it says it already exists. And the ones that don't, it'll say link saved, and it'll add it to my link library. Once it's in my link library, I can use it anywhere on my website. So if you want to do the add all collections, you can do that every time, and then it'll just tell you it already exists. It's not duplicating it or anything, so don't worry about that. So now I have it linked in my link library. So if I want to add it to any of my items here on my website, like we were talking about, let's say I want to change this to PPE, I can just double click on it over here. I have it set to collection. I'm going to change it to the PPE one. I can change the ribbon title to whatever I want. I'm just going to leave it at PPE, keep it simple right now. And then the all products, I'll double click on that one, change the collection to USA made, click done. And now I've changed those two. And then let's say I want to add a collection to some of these uh, images in the carousel. I'll just double click on that. And then I'll come over here to the one for the PPE, click pick link. And I'll come down here to my PPE link. So now that's linked. And then USA made products, I'll click on that, come down to my USA made, click done, and now that's linked too. Let's say I want to add those two links up here, I can just double click again. So all I'm doing is basically adding these new collection links anywhere I want on my website. As I mentioned before, it's working in the background, but now I'm actually finding a specific target where I want it to be on my website. So I can come in, looks like I already have a USA one here. We'll go ahead and remove that real quick. So I'm going to go here, add link, come down to PPE, add another link, and we'll do the USA made, and then click done. And then once you've done all that, just make sure to click save, and that way you can save your changes, and then you can do a live preview, and you'll see. So as before, here's what I had: top sellers, all products. None of these were linked. If you go over to like the USA made, I can't click on it. If you go over to any of the other ones, couldn't click on it. But now if you come to the live preview and we go over to USA made, it's going to take me right to that collection that I created. And like I said, you can use any collection you want on your website. You can create as many collections as you want to. There's no limit. If I go back, let's go back one page here. And you can see PPE is now set there in USA Mades. And then I also added it to my drop down, so it's down here. So a lot of different things you can do with the product collections, as you can see. Just want to kind of give you guys an overview, but sky's the limit. You can make as many as you want. Just remember, if you want to link it on your website anywhere, that you come and do that last step where you go to the library links and then add them as a collection link. Another good thing to check out is our help center. So if you go to help.distributorcentral.com and you come over here and just type in product collections, you can see all the guides that we have for product collections. So like this one that says how to filter product collection by supplier. That's just basically another option that you have where, let's say you want to create a preferred supplier catalog. You only want certain suppliers to show up on your website. You'll do the same thing as you've done before, and I'll kind of show you here, but this will help you out. So definitely recommend checking that out, help.distributorcentral.com, and just type in product collections. A lot of these have videos associated with them, like quick 5-minute video or less. But as I mentioned, if you wanted to do like a preferred supplier one, you can do the same thing. It's just a matter of picking what you want to filter down for your collections, what you're looking for in the results. So if I did this here, and I'm not going to save it or anything, to just show you an example, and click add filter, then I can come over here where it says supplier under common, and then I can add, and I'm just doing random ones here, I can add as many suppliers as I want. So if I only wanted those suppliers products to show up on my website, then I can apply that so only those products would show up on my website. So as you can see, there's a lot you can do with the product collections. But I think that's going to do it for today. Just want to give you guys a quick overview. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to call us, 888-516-7401. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or you can email us at info@distributorcentral.com. I'll stick around and see some questions in the chat and we'll get those answered. Hope you guys have a great day and we'll talk to you soon.